Rusty Cage, we are very disappointed in you.
Where am I?
You have been found guilty of violating child safety policies and encouraging dangerous and harmful acts.
What? When? How?
Silence! Because of your transgressions against community guidelines, you will be voluntarily required to participate in re-education training.
Child safety. If you ask any parent, or most people in general, they would agree that protecting children from danger, whether physical or psychological, should be amongst the top priorities within any civilization. It's visceral. It's built into our DNA. Without the ability to raise our offspring into healthy, sane adults, our future generations would become violent psychopaths, and the entire human species would inevitably collapse. Who in their right mind would be against child safety? Who would possibly object to the implementation of laws claiming to protect our children, even if the enactment of such laws would mean that every individual online would have to give up their privacy and free speech to government technocracy? No one. That's who. And the ruling class knows exactly this, that by framing authoritarian regulations on their citizens as "think of the children," then they're much less likely to face mass opposition. Like in 2023, when the United Kingdom enacted their Online Safety Act, requiring social media companies, search engines, and other online platforms to implement extensive age verification of their users in order to protect children from harmful, age-inappropriate content. Well, like most government regulations, if they can take an inch, they will take a mile. And the UK's Online Safety Act had expanded their regulations for identity verification to include things like the following. Now, while a lot of this makes sense to protect children from, the list of censored topics expands further to include things like abusive or hateful content, bullying, or requiring services to remove mis- and disinformation where it's determined to be illegal or harmful to children. And this caused my ears to perk up. These are tricky terms. They're vague and can be interpreted to mean really anything that the government finds harmful to their own narrative. Whatever. Who even cares about the UK, right? Well, unfortunately, these regulations don't just affect how the internet is censored in the UK. Several other countries, including the United States, have begun adopting similar restrictions. However, now, the age verification process is no longer just clicking a button that says, "Are you over the age of 18?" No. Now, popular platforms like X, Reddit, YouTube, and even Spotify are rolling out new dystopian verification requirements in which you'll have to upload a government-issued ID, credit cards, or submit to facial scanning to verify your age and identity before gaining access to materials on their site. The kids are not safe, they say. But what if the children are exposed to misinformation? What if they're exposed to content that we deem to be inappropriate? Apparently, the most effective way to ensure child safety is to make all users of these platforms verify their identity. Want to listen to a song on Spotify, read a forum on Reddit, watch a video on YouTube, or follow someone on Twitter? Fuck you, you can't see shit until it's approved by the overlords and determined to be acceptable. And God forbid you decide to consume content that's deemed unacceptable by the state, even if you are an of-age adult, because they have your identity and they know who you are. But what's extra annoying about this is that these platforms are starting to use AI, machine learning, to try and guess whether you're an adult or not. According to YouTube's official blog, we will use AI to interpret a variety of signals that help us to determine whether a user is over or under 18. These signals include the type of videos that a user is searching for, the categories of videos that have been watched, or the longevity of the account, to which their system will estimate your age and, quote, automatically apply age-appropriate experiences and protections, disabling personalized ads, turning on digital well-being tools, whatever the fuck that is, and filtering recommended content. Protect the children, got it. So then how could this possibly be a problem to all of us non-children? Well, according to YouTube, if they incorrectly estimate you to be under 18, then you'll be required to upload credit cards or government IDs to prove otherwise. Basically, unless you give up your personal information and verify your identity, you'll be restricted as to what you're allowed to see online. And maybe that doesn't bother you much, but there's something about requiring all internet activity to be connected to your verified government identification that just doesn't sit right with me. It comes off a little bit Chinese. Let's be honest. Do you really think that AI will be able to accurately determine whether you're over the age of 18? Most certainly not. And if I had to guess, it's just a matter of time before everyone is required to verify their identity, regardless of what their stupid robots conclude. But that's just the beginning of the AI-infused internet hellhole. Not only is YouTube using it to determine which content they find suitable to show you, AI-driven tools are also heavily being used to scan videos for content that violates community guidelines, such as hate speech, graphic violence, or misinformation, all with minimal or no human oversight. And many creators have already been experiencing sweeping takedowns of their content for various violations that seemingly were not an issue before, and for unspecified reasons that don't even apply to the content at all. And that has certainly been the case for me. Listen, I've been battling against censorship across all these platforms for years now. And I know that a lot of regular viewers are probably tired of me constantly bringing up this whole, "Oh, woe is me, my video got taken down" argument. But it's not about me or my content. It's about the overarching issue affecting all of our abilities to speak and express ourselves freely online. But holy hell, have they been hitting my channel hard recently. You might remember a little song that I put out 7 years ago called the family-friendly Noose Song. It was one of the most popular videos on my channel, gaining around 23 million views. Well, that video is no more. It has officially been removed from the platform due to YouTube believing that the content violated their child safety policy. Appeal? Rejected. And honestly, I'm so fucking infuriated and confused by this for 2 reasons. 1, the music video had previously been striked and removed multiple times in the past for reasons of violating their self-harm policy, only to be rightfully later reinstated and confirmed that the content does not, in fact, violate community guidelines. And 2, the entire point was to create a music video that specifically did not violate YouTube's policies. And I mean that. I went line for line reading the community guidelines while writing the lyrics and made sure to avoid any violations, out of spite. It seems to me that the only way to save the new song and have it be allowed to exist on YouTube is to go through the lyrics and video, line by line, and cut out any parts that might trigger YouTube's internal review team. But here's what's so illogical. How does a music video, which was already age restricted to 18 or older viewers, previously determined to not violate policy, now all of a sudden get taken down for child safety reasons? I mean, what was the point of YouTube previously implementing the ability to mark videos as not for kids? What was the point of age restrictions? What was the point of creating a separate YouTube Kids app? I don't make children's content. My videos don't deal with children. They're not made for children. They don't contain children. So let me ask you this. How the fuck did I possibly violate the child safety policy? Sorry, let's move on. Because within the course of 2 days, I had several more videos removed and age restricted, including the family-friendly new song Instrumental, which was literally just background music of the pre-aforementioned video. It was an instrumental on a second channel, no words at all, just music. Removed for, you guessed it, violating the child safety policy. Fuck you! Now, here's an odd one. They removed another video where all I did was read through YouTube's prior child policy updates. I guess that was unacceptable somehow, and so they took the video down. Because this channel is not made for children. So all of you watching, just go away. I'm serious, beat it, kids. The Christmas news song, age restricted for self-harm. Weird because self-harm wasn't included in the video at all. The guillotine song, age restricted for self-harm as well. Same fucking bullshit. I mean, I get it. I know that I toe the line when it comes to some of this content. My videos certainly could invoke imagery in someone's head which is reminiscent of policy-breaking material, though you would have to be willfully ignorant to make that determination. But is that really enough to warrant its removal? Is purposefully misinterpreting art in order to falsely attribute non-existing aspects onto content in order to have it removed a good idea? Who's the authority here? Who decides what's the intent of the creator when deciphering whether or not the creation is acceptable or not? AI? A fucking clanker? Now watch that get flagged for hate speech. I mean, what is even the point of having guidelines at all if no one knows what they are? You can't toe a line that isn't actually there. You can't follow rules that can't accurately be defined. But that is exactly what they want. Confusion. A blurry grasp on the boundaries of violation. You must always be second-guessing yourself in paranoia, wondering if you're doing the acceptable thing. I mean, what is okay and what is not? Is this the bad knot that is not safe for children? What about this one or this one? Is it the word noose that is not allowed? If so, why? Just tell me why! I'll tell you why. The laws and rules are intentionally vague, so that at any point, anyone can be unpersoned and removed, shadow banned and eliminated. You aren't supposed to be allowed to express ideas through songs, video, or any other medium that dissent from the authorities' narrative, even if the ideas are technically permitted under their own guidelines. All of this bullshit about protecting children isn't about children at all. It's about control. Controlling you, controlling what you say, controlling what you watch, controlling how you think.
That is enough, Rusty. Please proceed to the computer terminal for your re-education.
All right. Well, fuck it. Time for my lobotomy.
At Cage Tech, we understand the importance of free expression. However, not all forms of expression align with our mission statement. When you're ready to learn about your transgressions, click Start to watch our training video. Click Start to watch.
Okay, Rusty, your re-education is complete. Tell me what you have learned.